Interesting. Okay, so this is an unscheduled live stream. I am trying to figure a bunch of stuff out here. Let's. That should switch me over to this mic that I'm on right now. And if anybody shows up, you can help me. Let me know whether or not the audio is clean or not. The reason I'm doing this is I'm testing out a couple of things related to a switcher and also inputs, making sure that the audio stays the way it is. And hey, Sky, how are you? I'm just doing a quick test here. This is not a live stream I'm going to keep up. And is the sound okay? And I'm going to switch between a couple of different inputs, and you can tell me whether or not it's fine overall, and that the levels are okay. So I'm going to switch between basically 3 different camera angles, 2 different cameras, and then that camera is this one over here, which is the X-T4. So I just really want to get your feedback in terms of how it sounds more than anything else, and then also if the picture is fine. The audio shouldn't be switching between the different devices, so that shouldn't be an issue. KBH Media says sounds good in their car. Okay, cool. So I mean, it's kind of like a check before I go live with something. It's not a live stream, but it's part of Post Production World Conference, which is happening this week as part of NAB New York. If all sort of changes by next year, then NAB at this time will be in Vegas. We'll have to see with the pandemic and everything else. But the real question is, can you see everything? Is the sound fine? Are the levels okay? Hey, Andres. And also, is the color okay? I've changed a little bit in terms of lighting in here and white balance and all of that stuff. And I just want to make sure that everything is clean before I do a little bit more prep for the last half an hour. Today we will have Camera and Flask. If you do come to that show at 3 p.m. Pacific time, uh, I'll have a little disclaimer or something at the beginning that we'll have to talk about. And is exposure okay? There you go. So that's number 2. That's the wide camera. And then we'll go over to number 3, which is basically the iPhone. So we can see what's going on here, and I can point to things and blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Doesn't like that frame rate. There you go. And this is using Filmic Pro with that clean feed out. So, but you shouldn't be hearing that. You should be hearing the clean audio when I switch over to that, just because of the way I have everything routed through the ATEM Mini Pro. Picture okay? 2 and 3 seem a little dark. Yeah, kind of intentional. I mean, there's only so much I can do with the iPhone. I'll be right back. I could boost the ISO on this camera. I was just trying not to blow things out too much. And the nice thing about using the wireless go is I can walk away and my audio shouldn't change that much. So there you go. That's a little brighter on that camera. Again, with the iPhone, it's going to be a little difficult unless I really try to force it, which I'm not going to do at the moment. And it doesn't have any idea what to do about color temperature because, you know, it's an iPhone. Even though there are some things I can do. Like, I could lock this in, but it does not seem to be simpatico with this space. Yeah, you guys get the idea. There you go. So, whatever. We'll lock it in, do our thing, boom. Okay, good. Anything else? Leave iPhone alone. Yeah, 2 is better, good. And picture on 1 is okay. Skin tones look okay coming through there. They seem to be on my side. I just want to make sure that that's the case over there. And I think that's it. I think we're pretty close to being where we need to be. I've had problems with Filmic and color. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to dial it in, I think. I think if you're, I mean, auto white balance can be a problem, and then you just have to spend a little time on that. Let me just actually reach over to this lens here and make some adjustments too, and make sure that that's working out okay. Is that the A10 Mini that was built? You mean Caleb built this one? Yes, Caleb definitely did build that, and it's pretty amazing actually. If I just show it to you here, and then I have to go, unfortunately, because of everything that's going on today. Here we go. So let's take a look at that. That is the ATEM Mini, and it's pretty cool, I think. There we go. You can see how it looks, and there you go. So I very much appreciated everybody. We'll be back later on for all the stuff. You're good, number one, good, okay. And then again, just kind of going in here. There'll be a lot of this in my session just to kind of show the space and what I'm doing and everything else. Come on, Camille, that's ridiculous. This is just a test for the booze. I love it. Yeah, the ATEM is a sweet little setup, and I have a Mini and a Mini Pro. But now that I have this, I can monitor everything, which is just really, really cool in terms of being able to see all of my camera angles and my audio levels and stuff like that. It sounds like the audio levels are all good. Camille, I'm excited to have you on the show later on. It'll be another chat, and you didn't miss much. Don't worry about it. This is really just a test, and we'll see if we leave it up or not. But I appreciate everybody and for coming by and giving me this feedback. It's actually, believe it or not, hugely helpful in a situation like this for me to have this right now, and it gives me confidence that when I'm doing stuff, it's great. This is the Rode Wireless Go along with the headset mic from Rode, the newest one. So I'm just plugging right into that. There it is. You can see it. And I like it because it gives me freedom of motion. And I've been having a couple of issues with a cable on my VideoMic NTG. So that's kind of the deal in terms of that. And I have to now go and set up a couple more things in my system. As far as what I want to cover in this session, it's really about building a remote studio. So I'm breaking down all of this, but I'm actually creating a course related to all of that, which we've started now production on, which is a good thing. So let me go back and do all of this. And thanks again, everybody. And I'll see some of you or all of you later today at 3 p.m. on this channel, and then hopefully for part 2 of the documentary breakdown, documentary filmmaking with Matt Allard on News Shooters YouTube channel. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.